Fox 59 Morning News at 8 starts now.
But first, later this morning at 8:40 in Angela Answers, I'm sitting down with a mother and father whose daughter was murdered in a domestic violence situation by her ex-husband. The emotional interview coming up on the couch at 8:40. Fox 59 Morning News at 8 starts right now.
From Central Indiana's #1 news source, this is Fox 59 Morning News at 8.
Wow, what a beautiful morning. Taking a look outside, see that sky just a few minutes before sunrise on this Halloween Eve. Communities around the state watching the weather so closely for trick or treat. You don't want to get soaked, I know. Live in Kokomo, it's going to kick off 2 days of trick or treat. Starts tonight there.
I saw a bit of orange in that sunrise in that photo. The question is, will the trick-or-treaters be wet or will they be dry? I know Jim kind of gave us a little bit of that information yesterday. So what is it officially? Are they going to have drenched costumes?
No, I think they're dry heading into tomorrow night. The timing on the front should be clearing around 5 o'clock tomorrow evening. We'll show you that timeline coming up. In the short term, though, another really warm day on the way, near record level heat. And of course, with all the dry weather we've had for the entire month, we are dealing with more county burn bans, 45 counties underneath those bans. The rain coming in tomorrow morning certainly is going to help out. We'll likely see some of these counties lifted from that as well. So today, all about dry weather and plenty of warmth on the way. We're currently in the 60s in a lot of locations, really from the north to the south. Everyone's in the 60s to begin our day. And as you'll notice, we're tracking a few clouds overhead, but really dry conditions are going to roll right on through for the afternoon. We'll find our temperatures moving up to about 80 degrees this afternoon. The record high for today is 82, set back in 1950. We won't get there, it looks like, for today. More on timing out the rain and thunderstorms coming up. Let's talk traffic out the door. Still dealing with issues on the city's southwest side. That's down near Kentucky Avenue. Also on the city's north side. This is up near Michigan Road, westbound on 465, just before Michigan Road. There's an accident there that is backing up traffic all the way past Meridian now. So big issues there, big backup. That comes all the way around, it looks like, to the city's northwest side. We mentioned that one issue at Kentucky Avenue. That is starting to clear up, and you can certainly see traffic moving along much better. You'll need the sunglasses for today and a lot of warmth on the way. No need for a heavier coat as you begin your Wednesday morning.
Even with that traffic theme, we want to talk about that breaking news as we've learned new details from a crash on Indy's east side earlier this morning.
We now have confirmation that a person has been critically injured in this accident after being struck by a car. Fox 59's Kit Handley joins us now live from the scene with the latest information. What have you been able to learn from police, Kit?
Yeah, Angela, Daniel, good morning. As you can see, a lot has changed since the last time we spoke. As you can see, this scene is now clear here. There were at one time 3 or 4 police cars blocking off this area at Arlington Avenue, so no cars could get through. But as you can see now, traffic is flowing freely. Now, we did find out that just before 6 a.m. this morning, a pedestrian was hit, and unfortunately, they have been transported to Eskenazi Hospital in critical condition. We've also been told by police that the driver remained on the scene and they're now cooperating with police. Now, this traffic issue, as I stated, that once existed is no longer an issue. So if you were traveling on Arlington Street through the area of Prospect Street and also Arlington and Terrace Avenue, those are both now open. Now, I know I mentioned that a PIO was on the way to the scene, but we have just been told no PIO is coming any longer. But of course, as we continue to get more details, we will update you. But Angela did send me an alarming statistic here just before I hopped on air. It's from indypedcrisis.info, and it says 689 pedestrians were hit this year alone, and that is just very alarming. And of course, this is another unfortunate circumstance to add to that staggering statistic there. For now, reporting live on the east side, Kit Handley, Fox 59 News.
Also adding 36 fatalities this year. Kit Handley live for us on the east side. Thank you so much. Developing at this hour, one person is dead following a shooting on the Indy's east side this morning. Police are still investigating. Captain John Arvin with IMPD tells us a man and woman discovered the body around 2:45 this morning. The two were actually coming back from eating at a restaurant, walked into the building and up the second floor. and found the man there. They called 911 and are still on the scene cooperating with police. IMPD received a shots fired call earlier in the evening, but did not find anything at the time. Though there are no leads, officers say there's no immediate threat to the area.
Right, in this area on Washington Street between Emerson and Sherman, normally pretty quiet area. And traffic is the biggest concern in this area with the folks. So they should feel safe knowing the police are in the area, and we're going to work this case as hard as we can and see if we can bring some justice.
Arvin also says they're hoping Ring cameras can help solve the crime, and IMPD will be collecting cameras throughout the morning. As more information comes out, we'll keep you updated here on air and online.
Well, one person is dead following a shooting inside of an Eastside Plasma donation center. We're starting to get a better look of what actually happened inside. We're talking the middle of the day at 2:30. IMPD officials say that there was a man that went inside and he opened fire at Greifels Biomat Plasma Donation Center. There's actually a sign out front that says "Donate Plasma, Save a Life." Going on inside on this East Side business, officers found a man dead, shot inside the facility. They said that this was witnessed by at least 10 people. A few on scene told crews off camera that they heard arguing before the gunfire. Then people who were actually giving plasma ripped out the IVs from their arms to get out and escape. Tracy Brown said he was waiting in the front of the building for his turn to donate. After hearing the gunshots, he ran to hide in the bathroom with several other people who spent the next 10 minutes, he said, fearing for their lives.
And then we heard, I heard like three more rang out, so we all ran into the bathroom. I was in there for like 10 minutes. I thought my life was gone. I really did. I was scared.
You could imagine something like this happening at a business, especially with the number of witnesses. This is a traumatic thing to experience.
Police reports from this morning say that a suspect was arrested on a preliminary charge of murder. Police say they believe at this point this is an isolated incident. They're encouraging anybody, though, who was there that left the scene or anybody who has any information related to this, call Crime Stoppers. The number is 317-262-TIPS. They typically need all the witnesses they can to actually get a conviction.
8:07 right now. Today is day 11 of the Delphi murders trial. Yesterday on day 10, jurors watched law enforcement interviews with suspect Richard Allen.
Those interviews happened in October of 2022. They watched two yesterday, Allen's initial police interview and then a second later in the month. In that second interview, Indiana State Police investigator Jerry Holman told Allen police had taken a gun, knives, clothes, and his car from his home. Allen said that he didn't recall loaning out any of the seized items when asked if anybody else would have had them. Holman then informed Allen about the firearms analysis, saying that a cartridge found at the scene was linked to Richard Allen's gun. Allen said that he didn't know how that his bullet would have gotten to the scene. He in fact said, Daniel, there's no way that it could have.
Coming up in the next half hour, Fox 59's Cameron Riddle will break down the conversations revealed in court where Allen allegedly confessed to the murders while in prison. And as we said, court gets underway in just under an hour. Our crew in Delphi this morning, Russ McQuaid and Max Lewis, throughout the whole trial, bringing you the very latest from inside the courtroom. To follow the latest updates and for all of the details from our previous coverage, head to our website, fox59.com. From there, just click on the Delphi Murders Trial tab.
Well, economic experts at IU sharing their predictions for next year.
They say things are looking up. Coming up after the break, our Anna Darling is breaking down the new report released this morning. We'll tell you how things are looking right here at home.
All right, Daniel, out the door. We've had plenty of dry days as of late. Your Keller & Keller umbrella forecast not needed today, but tomorrow you'll need it, and again on Sunday. We'll have the timing on those rain chances tomorrow morning on through the afternoon. Will they stick around on through the evening? I'll let you know coming up.
Welcome back to Fox 59 this morning. Economists with IU's Kelley School of Business are sharing their predictions for 2025 with a new economic forecast.
A lot of predictions out there. What do they think is going to happen? Fox 59's Anna Darling joins us now to share what they think will happen. And they're saying this even before the election, which they don't know what way anything's going to go.
Yeah, well, they have some good news to share based on their research from these money experts. The economists say following a year marked by stronger than expected output and improvement on inflation, the U.S. economy will reach its equilibrium growth rate in 2025. They expect supply and demand to finally come back into balance after taking major hits during the COVID-19 pandemic. During the 2024 economic forecast, the Kelley team predicted gross domestic product to be close to 2% for much of this year, but the actual growth in output over the past 4 quarters has averaged 2.6%. They say that's been driven by robust consumer spending. They expect inflation pressures to continue to ease, with core inflation nearing 2.3% in 2025. Looking more closely at Indiana, the state's real GDP growth is expected to be 2.1% this year and 2.9% in 2025. They found the state's labor market is loosening, with Indiana projected to maintain a rate of unemployment under 5%. Indianapolis's economy also looking good. The forecast projects real GDP growth of 2.3% for this year and 3.1% in 2025. The report from Kelley will include forecasts for 10 other cities around the state as well. A detailed report will be published in the winter issue of the Indiana Business Review in December. Back to you guys.
We like good news. Keep bringing it. All right. Even if it doesn't come to fruition, we want to have some hope. Hey, Fox 59 is your local election headquarters. Even if just for a few more days this season, we are now 6 days away from Election Day. How you doing? Candidates are in the final stretch to make their pitch to voters.
Last night marked the last time the Indiana candidates for U.S. Senate will meet, that is, to debate before the election. 2 of the candidates actually met on the debate stage last night, but that was without Republican Jim Banks, the frontrunner who declined the invitation. Democratic candidate Valerie McRae and Libertarian Andrew Horning discussed a number of key issues in the debate hosted by the Indiana Debate Commission.
Keep in mind that most of what we see, the kitchen table issues, are mostly about price gouging. We have too few companies that are charging more than what they need to charge for products at this point, at a time when they are making record profits. It's price gouging that's the issue.
Our founders warned us about the inherently divisive nature of parties, and especially against having only 2. So we are in an incredibly divided, angry time with a lot of problems caused by a very corrupt system owned by plutocrats that don't really care about you.
Banks told us he didn't think the debate commission would give his campaign a fair debate. We did sit down with him recently to discuss a number of issues, including the economy.
Hoosiers are paying a lot more, even than our neighboring states, for the cost of groceries, the cost of gas. The housing crisis in our state is affected by inflation and other factors as well. The fact of the matter is that Hoosiers aren't better off than what they were 4 years ago.
On the national stage, both presidential hopefuls and their running mates are finalizing their message to voters as well.
Vice President Kamala Harris on the ellipse outside the White House last night at the site of former President Donald Trump's rally on January 6, 2021. She used the location to draw contrast between herself and former President Trump, saying the nation saw who he was during the rally that preceded the Capitol riots. She said that it's time for a new generation of leadership in America, that she's ready to offer that leadership as president. While Harris spoke in the nation's capital, her running mate, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, was on the campaign trail in the state of Georgia.
Meanwhile, former President Trump started the day off delivering remarks in Florida, then headed to the battleground state of Pennsylvania. While there, he held a rally in Allentown and attended a roundtable discussion in Drexel Hill. During that discussion, Trump responded to questions about Puerto Rico following a comedian's comments at a rally last weekend. He highlighted his administration's aid for the island during Hurricane Maria. saying that he believes no president has done more for Puerto Rico than he has. While Trump was on the trail, his running mate, Ohio Senator J.D. Vance, was also out campaigning in Michigan.
8:16 on your Wednesday morning. Let's talk about the forecast. Speaking of election voting, we were talking yesterday about the long lines.
Right.
I finally got in.
Okay, you got in. How long
Hamilton-
did it take you about?
About an hour.
Okay, an hour for you, hour and a half
Yes.
roughly for you. It was me about an hour 45 to an hour 50 minutes to vote early.
Oh,
so,
yes.
but I had a beautiful day, so I was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and just knock it out.
I
Do
just
it.
wanted my sticker.
Yeah, you wanted your sticker. Good enough. Yeah. So I guess it's kind of better than kind of waiting to the last minute.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know? So, all right, 8:16, guys. Great weather today. If you are going to get out and do your early voting, we'll have highs later on this afternoon up to about 80 degrees, close to a record, and we're enjoying that mix of clouds and sunshine at sunrise, and you can see it in downtown right there. Dry conditions holding yet again to begin our morning. Front gathering steam, cold front that is, out towards the west. That gets in here tomorrow. That will bring not only cooler air, but a rain chance, much needed rain, into the area it looks like tomorrow morning and tomorrow afternoon. We hit 80 on Tuesday. The record was 81, so didn't quite get to that record yesterday, at least not here in downtown. Today's record is 82 degrees. We're currently at 62 here in downtown, and a south wind at 13 miles an hour, 60s on the board. Statewide, so no need for a coat or a jacket to begin your morning. The wind is up a little bit and still a breezy day, but another dry one dialed in here as we'll have a mix of clouds and sunshine throughout the afternoon and into the evening. Tracking rain back out towards the west. You can certainly see that. That is the front that gets in here, it looks like, going into our day tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon. Highs today up to 80. The record is 82, set back at 1950. I don't think we get there for today. Looking at our evening planner for tonight, we'll have temperatures sliding back down into the 60s at 11 o'clock this evening, and even early tomorrow morning starting out in the mid to lower 60s. So let's jump ahead to Halloween. We need the rain. We're going to get a chance early tomorrow morning, spotty showers, then rain and thunderstorms around lunchtime. So a decent shot of rain coming on in. That will continue to move to the east. That's the cold front right there around 5 o'clock tomorrow evening, just east of downtown, and then pulling to Ohio. So with that, I think our trick-or-treat hours, most of us will enjoy dry conditions and slightly falling temperatures. Rainfall potential tomorrow, could see a quarter of an inch to maybe a half an inch of rain. So could be our best shot of rain for the entire month, comes on the last day of October. Here is our timeline for tomorrow evening. 60 degrees, still a scattered shower chance at 6 o'clock in the evening, mainly east of downtown. A lot of dry territory though, and temperatures in the 50s, not bad. As we look to our 7-day forecast now, temperatures tomorrow at 72. That's around noontime tomorrow. We'll go 60 on Friday, heading into Saturday, 65. Rain chances are back in on Sunday, Monday, and into Tuesday. All right, let's take a look at traffic now at 8:19. On the road, still dealing with accidents on the city southwest side. Bigger issue up near Michigan Road. Just before you get to Michigan Road, this is westbound on 465. So we have a backup there. Kentucky Avenue, much better than it was about an hour ago. And again, Allisonville Road on the city's northeast side looks good at 465. But trying to connect at I-69 onto 465, speeds are down to 15 miles an hour.
All right, Jim, thank you so much. 8:19 right now. Good news for college students and parents. New data showing the cost of college may be on the decline.
Really? Because I got one in college paying the bill, and I got a second one who's looking. We're going to tell you about what the research
And you got to
shows.
pay that bill too.
Yeah, students are paying less than their peers 10 years ago. What? Once you adjust for inflation. I don't buy it, but I'm here. I'm open-minded. We're going to take a look at the numbers and why experts say the decline is happening. I'm not buying it, but I'm here for it.
All right, I'm sticking around too. If you have a Ring doorbell or camera, you could win big with just a little creativity. The details on their Ghost Search competition ending very soon. It's coming up. You're watching Fox 59 Morning News. Say 23 right now. New data is showing some students are paying less for college than in years past. The College Board releasing analysis of 2024-2025 school year tuition for higher education institutions. They found that the average price for in-state tuition at public four-year schools after adjusting for inflation is $11,610. 10 years ago, that number was over $12,000. Prices have also dropped at private schools from over $19,000 in 2006 to $16,500 this year. Education experts are crediting a rise in student aid.
Well, Ring customers could get some cash for the Halloween season by submitting spooky or fun footage. The security company is offering $100,000 for its ghost search competition. They're asking users to share ghosts caught on camera, both supernatural sights like the unexplained shadows and maybe friends and family wearing costumes, or like Scott Jones once did, scaring the trick-or-treaters. You know, as they say on the contest page, if you find a ghost, we want to see it. Eligible video clips need to be 30 seconds or less, captured on a Ring device. The competition will continue through November 1st or when they receive 5,000 entries.
I'm not sure if I like that or not.
Oh, I wanted to see like that. See that shadow over there? Ooh,
be scared
is it real?
for sure. All right, from traveling home to see your family or entertaining family at home for the holidays, you always want to be prepared.
We do. Karen Fursel and Jacob Palmer are standing by with the best products they say. There are at the best prices in this week's epic discounts from Consumer Reports. BestReviews.com. Check it out.
Hi, I'm Karen Fursel, and this is Jacob Palmer. We're back from BestReviews.com. Be sure to take out your phone and scan that QR code to unlock these prices. Today we're talking about home for the holidays. We have some great products, one of which is the Roborock robot vacuum. Tell me about that.
So what's the first thing you do when you're going to have people over for the holidays? You got to straighten up the home. And the Roborock Q5 Max Plus that we have here with us today is the perfect product to take care of that for you. For 7 weeks, you can use this product. It will go out, vacuum up your house, return to the bin, empty itself, and you won't have to touch a thing.
Every mom's gonna love that. Okay, we all have sort of projects that we haven't done, and we know we're having company for the holidays. This is by Hodo. This is their cordless screwdriver, so I love this.
And this is great because it's so small, it's so simple, but it has the power of a cordless drill behind it, so you can still get projects done fast.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, my daughter just got her driver's license, and I always want her to have that emergency kit in the car. This is a game changer. We all need jumper cables.
Yeah, and so this comes to us from Zeus, and we absolutely love it because it provides peace of mind. Whether you're putting it in your own car or you're giving it to a loved one to keep in their car, because this is all self-sufficient. You don't even need somebody to drive over and help you. You get you back on the road in no time.
Okay, I just came off of a road trip with the hockey team, and I really needed this. Tell me a little bit about it.
So basically, it is what it as advertised. It's a garbage can for your car, but it also Velcros in inner liner, so you can pull that out. Maybe if you're going to a game, you can bring that with you, so you know you're not leaving any waste behind. We absolutely love this product. We feel like promises made, promises kept for all those parents out there.
And gone are the days of single-use plastics. We definitely don't want that. Let's take one final look at the products that we have today. Be sure to take out your phone, scan that QR code, and get ready to scan, shop, and save.
Hey, it's 8:27. Best Reviews, owned by our parent company, Nexstar. If you didn't know by now, you can find more on the products and where to buy them. Fox59.com. We are about half an hour away now from testimony resuming in the Delphi murders trial.
And before that, Fox 59's Cameron Riddle will bring us new details on evidence presented to jurors during Tuesday's testimony.
Plus, a man connected to a 2019 crime spree convicted. Next, a look at what he did and the charges he was found guilty of. Breaking this morning, a person critically injured after being hit by a vehicle on IMPD's east side. IMPD telling us right now that it happened just before 6 a.m. Again, someone driving on South Arlington Avenue hit a pedestrian. Now they're critically injured.
Yeah, that person at Eskenazi Hospital right now. IMPD also saying the driver did stay on the scene and is cooperating with the investigation. Our Kit Hanley is on this story for us this morning. She's also looking at the number of pedestrian accidents within the city this year, just as they relate to this new breaking news story we're following for you here on Arlington. In the meantime, it is 8:30 on your Wednesday morning. Another nice day on tap.
Yeah, very warm later on today. I don't think we quite get to the record. Didn't quite get there yesterday, but 80s still
Close
very
enough.
warm. Yeah, close enough, no doubt. We're at 59 in Greenfield to begin our morning out in Hancock County. Nice shot there. You can see all the fields all plowed down now and getting ready for rainfall heading in for tomorrow. As we take a look at our current readings across the state, 62 checking in at Marion, Logansport at 61, Tipton at 62, and Zionsville down to 61. Bedford down to 59, 60 currently in Columbus, and Bloomington checking in at 60 degrees as well. A mix of clouds and sunshine today, much like it was on Tuesday. We'll keep it dry. We're tracking rain not that far away. Much needed rain. It gets here tomorrow morning and on through the majority of tomorrow afternoon, at least early afternoon. Look for a high today up to 80, southwest winds up to 35 miles an hour today. So it will be a little gusty. Do keep that in mind. More on timing out that rainfall coming up in a few minutes. All right, our last look at traffic. That accident up near Michigan Road on 465 on the city's northwest side, that has cleared. Still a little congested though, looking much better on the city's southwest side as well. You can certainly see that sunshine, so you'll need the sunglasses again to begin your morning. A nice shot over towards Allisonville Road. A little congestion, but traffic moving along well and still quite slow on the city's northeast side. I-69 connecting to 465. Speeds only at 17 miles an hour.
All right, Jim, it is 8:32. We're less than a half an hour away now from that testimony resuming in the Delphi murders trial.
On Tuesday, the jury heard from a prison warden and correctional officer who say that is Richard Allen made multiple confessions about killing Abby Williams and Libby German in 2017.
Yeah, multiple correction officers and some 60 confessions. Cameron Riddle here now with more on what the witnesses told the jurors, what the jurors heard.
Yeah, a lot was said over day 10. It focused heavily on Richard Allen's now hotly disputed confessions to the wardens of the Westville Correctional Facility and several corrections officers. Before being held in prison, Richard Allen adamantly denied killing Abby and Libby, but correctional officers at Westville told jurors that Allen changed his tune in prison. Prosecutors say Allen confessed to the murders more than 60 times while behind bars, but his defense attorneys have repeatedly claimed that Allen was suffering from mental anguish. They say he made those confessions due to stress, strain, and mental breakdowns while he suffered from being in terrible conditions at a maximum security prison despite not being convicted of any crime. The defense points out that Allen also confessed to the crimes that never happened, including killing his own grandchildren. Correction Officer Michael Clemens told jurors he was a suicide companion for Allen, assigned to record everything he said while in prison. According to Clemens, on April 6th of 2023, Allen confessed to killing the girls, saying, quote, "God, I'm so glad no one gave up on me after I killed Abby and Libby." And another quote, he says, "I killed Abby and Libby all by myself. Nobody helped me." On April 7th, 2023, Allen allegedly confesses to molesting the girls. Previous expert testimony says there has been no obvious signs of sexual trauma on the girls' body, but couldn't rule out that a sexual assault had occurred. As we learned in day 9 of the trial, Allen's DNA was not found on either Abby or Libby. Right now on Fox59.com, you can read exactly what corrections officers say Allen was doing in his cell while he was being monitored on Suicide Watch.
Yeah, we were going to talk to you about that because he was covered in feces at one point and it was just gross.
There was a point where he started to act out. The correction officer asked, did it seem genuine? He said it didn't seem genuine to him at the time, but they also asked him, have you seen people, does jail get to people after a while? And he said, yes, I have seen that. So you've definitely seen more than one side of Richard Allen, who at one point was very adamant that he didn't do it. Then he says he did do it, but you have to remember, He has been in a maximum security prison for a long time,
Solitary confinement,
and he's
too.
not been convicted of anything.
Yeah. Also, he did say with the CVS, he said that he killed them with a box cutter that he got from CVS. That was a specific element, too, that had been brought out earlier by a pathologist that also said it could have been a straight edge
Which
weapon.
that weapon has not been recovered.
Yeah, interesting. All right. Hey, thank you for that. We appreciate it.
It's 8:35 right now. Your time in a Fox 59 update this morning. A man is convicted of murder and 22 other counts for his role in a 7-day crime spree back in 2019. Richard Garrett is one of 3 people charged in this crime spree. Police say they participated in several shootings, robberies, and carjackings. Police say they're also responsible for murder and a fatal hit and run. Garrett is the only one who took his case to trial. Rashana Farrow is currently in the process of serving a 30-year sentence. DeLance Hatcher was sentenced to serve 65 years. In addition to the 23 charges he faces in Marion County, Garrett also faces an extra 14 counts in Hamilton County. Those charges are for his role in a high-speed chase that ended with him fatally shooting a police K-9.
A former Indiana Republican candidate facing several charges for stealing election ballots during a recent voting machine test.
Police arresting Larry Savage Jr. Tuesday morning for theft and destroying or misplacing a ballot. Madison County tested its voting machines on the morning of October 3rd. The test ensures, by the way, every vote is counted accurately. Live stream video shows the process you see here, which involves several Madison County voters who were invited to participate. That included Savage, a former congressional candidate. According to court documents, Savage took 2 ballots, folded them up, and placed them in his pocket. Police later found those missing ballots in his truck. While test ballots don't count as actual votes, they are filled out with candidate selections like they would be on Election Day. But the Madison County prosecutor says a stolen test ballot can have major implications.
This is one of the worst things that can happen given the national climate about integrity of elections. To intentionally steal ballots and then attack the system, I can't imagine a bigger disservice to our community than that.
Fox 59 spoke with Savage. He denies any wrongdoing and says he thought they were fake ballots. Meanwhile, he now faces 1 felony and 1 misdemeanor charge, carrying up to 3.5 years behind bars. The prosecutor says he has no other concerns about Election Day interference.
Yeah, I think it's important, too, to mention that the Republican is accused of stealing. They found a straight Republican ballot that was taken and 1 write-in ballot that were missing, which is interesting. It's 8:37 right now. We are your election headquarters. As of Tuesday, the Marion County Clerk's Office says early voting numbers have far surpassed what they were 2 years ago. This time in 2022, roughly 4,000 Marion County residents had voted early. This year, that number is roughly 55,000 so far. Voters we spoke to at one satellite center say the average wait time there was an hour and a half. A volunteer told us the lines for early voting at that location were about as long as they were in 2020 and in 2008.
Get here as early as you can if you have the time, but just be prepared. Bring a book to read, bring a chair to sit on, something like that to make the time go a little bit smoother and faster.
And you have to be registered to vote to cast your ballot. You take your photo ID with you, and if you're a first-time voter in Indiana, bring a piece of mail with you. The last day of early voting is Monday, November 4th. Election Day, of course, next Tuesday, November 5th.
Still ahead this morning, a mother and father fighting to protect women in domestic violence cases after their daughter was killed by her ex-husband.
The parents of Jessica Stovic join me on the couch live next at 8:40 for an emotional interview. It's been almost a year since her murder. What they fight for today is straight ahead.
All right, Ange, 8:39 out the door. Sunshine mixed in with cloudy skies out there. Another dry day and another very warm afternoon shaping up. We'll talk more about rain. Yeah, it is in the forecast going into tomorrow. We'll have the latest timing on that in just a few minutes.
December marks 1 year since Plainfield police found mother of 4 and nurse Jessica Stobick murdered in her own home by her ex-husband, estranged. Previous arrests, protective orders, and more than 17 police reports could not stop him. Her parents, Daniel and Bobby Stobick, join us live this morning. It is also during Domestic Violence Awareness Month, continuing to give Jessica and other women a voice. It is so good to have you both here. I know it's so important for you both, how no matter how hard it is to speak. I got to meet with you privately before, and I got a Freedom of Information Act request where I was able to find that Jessica had made some 17 police reports trying to stop what happened to her.
Yes.
How do you put into words where you are today and the message that you need people to hear?
We need to start holding people accountable for their actions to protect these women. They live in fear and they need to be protected and feel safe.
Yeah. Daniel, I know that a lot of times, we hear this, we report it on all the time. There are restraining orders that they don't really mean anything until something happens. What is your message, and is that part of what you want people to realize, and you want someone to either strengthen the law or to actually just do something about the laws that are already there?
I would like to see the law strengthened. I believe give them one chance. They violate the restraining order, they should go on GPS monitoring or go to jail. Our daughter had 4 restraining orders and it still didn't do any good.
Yeah. She was amazing mother.
She was a great mother and a great nurse, a great friend, a great daughter, great sister. Yes.
What do you do now? I hear some of the personal stories of you sitting in courtrooms with a shirt on. Can you share a little bit about how you fight?
My daughter Michelle and I go to court and we try to listen and learn how the court system works. If we want to make changes, we have to be aware of the good and the bad that goes on in the courtrooms so we can learn and possibly meet people to help. There has to be changes made.
Has there something that's come out of a particular court case or you sitting in a room that made you either more angry and frustrated or gave you more hope that said maybe something can be done? Is it more, I heard the kind of, I'm guessing that there's more frustration.
It doesn't seem like it's the restraining orders. I've never met a person yet that says, oh, restraining orders work. Most laugh and roll their eyes and say they're a joke. And we've found that to be true. They do not enforce restraining orders, and they should. It's the only time women feel safe is if they're either in jail or, I don't know, I guess just in jail.
Yeah. Daniel, what about you with that?
Well, like I said, there's restraining orders need to be enforced. There was a snafu in filing for the GPS monitoring on our daughter, and the paperwork didn't get filed in time, and so the judge refused to issue the restraining order, although she had the power to do so.
Yeah.
And they need to take it seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, there's 1 in 3 women are subject to domestic violence, and in Indiana, among 30 states that report, we're the 3rd highest in teen dating violence. It's got to stop somewhere.
I want to thank you both for the courage. I know I don't know what it feels like, but I can't imagine.
I hope you don't.
Yeah, I can't imagine what it feels like to have to feel like you have to come on live television.
Thank you so
to
much.
express your pain, to get someone to listen to you. But that's where we are.
Yes. I think there's been 46 in Indiana this year, fatalities, and that's not even the violence. So thank you.
I'm just sorry you have to endure so much pain. If you, though, or someone that you know, want to help you can call the National Domestic Violence Hotline. Maybe that will help you or someone you know, 1-800-799-7233. For more information on this story, also, we'll have a link at fox59.com/Angela Answers as well. Jim?
All right, thank you, Angela. 8:47 and good Wednesday morning, hump day morning, up and running. Dry conditions to begin our morning. Another dry day shaping up. Another near record high later on today as well. As you'll notice, there is sunshine to greet you as you're heading out the door, and a southerly wind that really will amplify our temperatures later on today. So back-to-back 80-degree temperatures in the mix. We officially hit 80 on Tuesday. I think we're right back there later on today. Off towards the west, there is that cold front that gets in here tomorrow. That is going to usher in not only a cooler flow of air, but much needed rain. Now, I mentioned we hit 80 yesterday. The official high for Tuesday was 81. We didn't quite get there today. The official high is 82, the record high that is, and I think we get up to about 80 later on this afternoon. May tie it if we get just enough sunshine around the area. We're currently at 62 and a south wind at 13 miles an hour. And so the wind is up, another breezy day, gusty at times throughout the afternoon, and keeping it dry as we're in the 60s statewide. And our Forum Live Gardening radar continues to show the theme that we've had pretty much for the entire month of October: dry weather. Now, we will get that rain chance, as I mentioned, heading into tomorrow. But for today, any outdoor plans or when you get caught up on that yard work, a good time to do that before the rain gets in here, it looks like, heading into tomorrow morning and tomorrow afternoon. Already tracking a few light rain chances out towards Kansas City. And again, that's going to continue to form up and get closer to us later on tonight. Look for a high up to 80. The record is 82, as I mentioned. And then for tonight, we'll keep it dry and still breezy for any outdoor plans. Looking ahead to tomorrow morning, during the morning rush hour, the pattern begins to break down. Rain chances start to inch up, and then rain and thunderstorms, it looks like, by tomorrow late in the morning, early afternoon. So this is around lunchtime tomorrow, rain and storms coming on through. And then there's the front. You can see that very narrow line around 5 o'clock tomorrow evening. That is the cold front coming through. We begin to dry out. We need rain. We mentioned the countywide burn bans, the drought that we're dealing with. Quarter of an inch, maybe up to half an inch of rain potentially for tomorrow with that rain and thunderstorm activity. It does appear, though, heading into trick-or-treat hours tomorrow night, we should be dry. So as all your kids are heading out, any rain chance mainly east of downtown by 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. Will continue to dry out and turn breezy, and still breezy and still cooling, though, but overall not a bad night for trick-or-treating, certainly here in central Indiana. As we look to Friday, cooler behind that front, 60. Saturday looks great, lots of sunshine. We need rain. We'll get another chance, it looks like, on Sunday, Monday, into Tuesday at times, but keeping it mild. Ange?
All right, hey, Jim, thank you. Well, Westfield, your home, kind of not your hometown, but kind of near where you are, Westfield Carmel, is the home of a new Amish bakery, in case you didn't know. You've already been there. Okay.
Sherman is there too, and he's going to
Old
highlight
news.
their sweet treats they make fresh every day.
Welcome to Rise and Roll. Can I get a donut for you, please? How about any variety you want? And of course, something special for Halloween. Where Sherman from Westfield is next.
right, let's talk about it. Let's look at them. I want to look at the donuts and the pastries. Rise and shine. New place to buy one of those famous cinnamon caramel Amish donuts.
I shouldn't have did that way, but that way and that way
I got
and
it.
always. Where's Sherman? He's hanging out this morning at a sweet new spot in Westfield.
Well, cheers and happy almost Halloween. Well, it's actually, we're celebrating Halloween on 2 days today here at Rise and Roll. So Rise and Roll Bakery has a new location at 161st in Spring Mill. I've got Casey Lugoy right over here. Hello, Casey.
Hello, Sherman.
Good morning.
Good
man.
morning.
All right, so I said Halloween twice because you got, what, spooky spider donuts?
Super
today?
spooky spider donuts, yeah. Today, tomorrow, yeah.
I saw that a lot of people had pre-ordered those things. We'll get to those here in a second, but you've got a variety of stuff at Rise and Roll. Very popular bakery. I know a lot of people are excited. Oh my gosh, you have a location here in Westfield. But it all started obviously up north,
right?
In Amish country,
Correct,
and now
yeah.
still using those same recipes.
Absolutely, yeah. Yep, still doing things the old-fashioned way, right? Yeah.
Right.
Yep, bake fresh every day.
But doing a variety of things. We'll get to the variety that's in front of us here in a second. But you also do savory stuff that I think people don't realize.
Yeah, we do savory. We do we have some of the things out here. The egg noodles are really popular. I think we have some salsa here,
Yeah,
and
relish.
some kraut, different things.
Right.
But all the jar goods are really popular as well.
Yeah,
And,
I mean, even the honey butter or apple butter barbecue sauce. I'm like,
oh my
what?
gosh, yeah, that's really good stuff.
That's crazy. Anyway, they open at 7 here, from 7 to 5, Monday through Saturday, closed on Sunday. Did I get that right?
You got that correct.
Okay,
yeah.
all right, let's go right here, center stage. Here's
All
the
right.
man for the day, right?
Yeah, that's the seasonal, the fun, for Halloween. Super spooky spider donut.
Yeah, so
try it out, and I'm gonna try this fritter.
Well, so you actually get 2 donuts in one with this, right?
So you get the.
So you get that. I mean. Oh, that little sweet glaze.
That's good, right? Yeah.
Okay, you mentioned the fritter.
All right, so
You
the
got
apple fritter.
You got cinnamon roll.
Cinnamon roll, and the cranberry muffin, and the sticky bun, and apple Danish. Yeah, all the things.
All the eats and treats, and of course, variety of jams and jelly and granola. FoxHealthUnited.com. You can get that spider. So today and tomorrow, spooky spider donuts. Cheers.
Cheers.
Rise and roll. New location,
Yum, yum,
Westfield,
yum.
161st and Springville.
He better have some of those here. I'm just saying.
Come on. There's much more ahead at 9, including all things Taylor Swift themed this week.
We are just 2 days out from the Eras Tour taking over the Circle City, and there are fun events for everyone. Chef Kelsey Murphy is here with us. She's joining us in studio in the next hour with all the fun she is taking part in this week, plus her Taylor Swift-inspired foods. You don't want to miss it.
And I'm sitting down with a prosecutor this time, not affiliated with the Delphi murder case, talking about the biggest pieces of evidence shown to jurors so far. Hear his thoughts on the conditions surrounding Richard Allen's 60-plus confessions, among other things. Not just a defense attorney today. That as well, coming up.
Happy
Now at 9, one person is in critical condition after being hit by a car. This is the latest incident and an alarming trend of pedestrians being hit and or killed in Indianapolis. Kit Hanley joins us live from the scene with a deeper look at what the statistics show right now.
Week 3 of the Delphi murders trial continues this morning. There are still a few motions waiting to be ruled on by Judge Fran Gull. A reminder on what both sides are asking for, plus a full breakdown of what was said during Richard Allen's interrogations with police.
Plus, a local prosecutor not affiliated with the case joins me live in studio talking about what he's seen so far in the Richard Allen case, including the confessions. What are his thoughts on that confession while in solitary confinement? And what he says some of the biggest pieces of evidence are for both sides so far.
From Central Indiana's #1 news source, this is Fox 59 Morning News at 9.
Hey, it's 9:01. Taking a look right there. You see Taylor Swift and Daniel trying to pose like she does when she's dancing. It is all things Taylor Swift this week for a lot of you. And welcome back. Thanks for hanging out. I'm Angela Gano.
I'm Daniel Miller. We always appreciate you joining us this morning. I have a question. Do you think, because in all of the other cities that she's been to, at least in the United States, I don't think I've ever seen anything as nice as the JW with her plastered on it. Do you think she'll go down and
take a photo by
and look
it?
up and be like, that's me?
I don't know, but if any of our people are in town
They
early,
should.
come on the show.
Oh, good point.
Or just like live from your hotel, like little, FaceTime from your hotel
Come
bedroom.
talk to me, Jim.
Yeah,
and
let's do it.
it'd be nice.
9:02 though. Jimmy.
Yeah, a crazy weekend ahead, guys,
Yeah.
downtown. Great weather.
I hear you're going downtown for it.
I'm not going. I will not be anywhere near downtown for the upcoming weekend, guys. But we have great weather today. Dry conditions out there. We're at 62 in Whitestown. Another day where you can get a round of golf in. Highs up to 80 degrees later on this afternoon. So keep that in mind. We're already into the lower 60s, so a really mild start. Already above the afternoon average high for this time of the year. So ending October on a mild note, no doubt. Certainly 61 in Martinsville, holding at 63 in Bloomington. And again, we're enjoying a mix of clouds and sunshine, much like what we had on Tuesday. And I think we're right back to that temperature up to about 80 degrees this afternoon. So not quite at that record. The record is 82. Set back in 1950. I think we get close to it later on today, no doubt. Going into tonight and into tomorrow, timing out much needed rain. It is headed in here. We're going to talk more about how much rainfall could happen here in downtown. And on top of that, timing out those trick-or-treat hours tomorrow. All that coming up in about 15 minutes. Back to you, Daniel.
Jim, thank you. Developing right now, we've confirmed that a person has been critically injured after being hit by a car.
Yeah, this is the latest in an alarming number of pedestrian crashes, and some of them ending in fatalities. Kit Hanley is at the scene right now. And Kit, I know you've been diving into these numbers too, and more on what happened out there this morning.
Yeah, Angela, Daniel, good morning. Just very alarming numbers, as you had said. And this pedestrian that you're referring to was hit in this area just before 6 a.m. this morning. We're here in the area of Arlington Avenue and Terrace Avenue, and that's where police say that the pedestrian was hit. We've also been told that the pedestrian has since been transported to Eskenazi Hospital in critical condition. Now, in terms of the driver, we're told that they remained on the scene and they're now cooperating with police. And the traffic issue that we brought to you around 7 a.m. this morning is no longer an issue, as you could see by the free-flowing traffic there behind me. Both Arlington Street and Prospect Street in Arlington and Terrace Avenue are all open, so you're free to drive through this area now. However, we do want to highlight some of these alarming and frightening statistics here. These are from IndyPedCrisis.info. This year alone, there have been 689 non-fatal pedestrians hit. That's up from 637 in 2023. And of course, we're not even to November 1st yet. We still have 2 more months left of this year. Now, this year also, there have been 36 deaths that have been caused by pedestrians getting hit by cars. And of course, there's still 2 months left in the year. Last year, the year ended with 47, so we're on track to beat that number, which is so scary. You know, we highlight these to show the frightening trend. Now, some tips that you've probably been told by family members, by parents, and just people, and reading about some tips online, you know, of course, look for streets that you can walk on that have sidewalks, the less busy streets. This street right here, I'm looking at it right now, very busy. Cars are driving fast. If you are walking in the dark, wear some reflective clothing, wear that bright clothing. And then if you're a driver, of course, we need to mention, get off your phone. We don't know if that had anything to do with this pedestrian getting hit, but of course, that's always a good tip, is to stay off that phone and pay attention to the road. Now, in terms of this investigation in particular, we'll of course continue to update you as more details arise. But for now, reporting live on the east side, Kit Hanley, Fox 59 News.
Kit, thank you. Underway